And as always here on E-Radio, we welcome ophthalmologist Dr. Dylan Joseph. Big hello to you, Doctor. How was your weekend?
Hey, very good morning to you, Ian. It was fantastic, thank you. Great weather here in Southern Cape, so enjoyed it, and good to be back at the graft.
Yes, that's it. Another busy week lined up, I'm sure. And talking
Absolutely.
about the Southern Cape, that's what we're talking about today. Laser and leisure is what this episode is called. Now, let's start off right away with the Garden Route. It's fast becoming a really attractive place to move to. In fact, it's probably one of the fastest growing districts in South Africa. So many people moving down, as they call it, semigration, or even those who have holiday homes here. What do you think, Dr. Joseph, makes it such an attractive option to all these people?
Well, I think apart from the local growth, we've got a massive international growth as well. And I'm sure you've heard of the term swallows. So a lot of the Europeans and the Brits, they spend 6 months of the summer year in Europe and 6 months of the summer, our summer, South African summer here. And I think with certain procedures specifically focused on refractive surgery, so laser vision correction, cataract surgery, plastic surgery, cosmetics, there's a big drive towards, well, not only in South Africa but globally, surgical safaris, destinations, holiday places that are so spectacular, to come and spend some time doing a variety of things, specifically on the Garden Route, for instance, having your surgical procedure. And the beauty of these surgical procedures is the time involved. It's quick. The workup is quick. The surgery is generally pretty quick, and the recovery is quick. And I think that's the whole sort of drive behind laser and leisure, is that, you're sitting in the UK or in Europe, you're sitting in a different province, and you want to come down here and enjoy the freedom from spectacles and contact lenses for your golfing or your paragliding, or whatever sport you choose to do here. And you've got facilities to do that in, be it plastic surgery, cosmetics, dental facilities, and specifically, laser vision correction and cataract surgery. I think it's not just the Southern Cape where that's growing. Certainly other regions, Cape Town, Johannesburg, there's, a lot of the African countries are coming down to the southern tip of Africa for surgical services, as are the Europeans. So it's certainly I think the biggest attraction is the time factor, the recovery factor. But not only that, but the quality of care that you're getting in general from these, a lot of the South African doctors and services is world class.
Dr. Joseph, what are my options around spending time down here and then coinciding it with, let's say, laser vision correction? Yeah,
there are a myriad of options here, Jan. I mean, as you know, we've got some of the most spectacular golf courses. We've got the lagoons. We've got world-class beaches. I mean, just down the road at Nutsi and in Buffalo Bay, we've got some of the, what do they call them, the blue flag beaches, which is some of the top-rated beaches in the world. To come and spend a holiday down here, or extended holiday, and to have a procedure where you can see the world with new eyes after that, is quite an amazing opportunity. It's that ability to be able to combine those two things, to have a surgical procedure done, and enjoy your holiday around it. So now you're not just holidaying for the sake of holidaying. Yes, we all enjoy that, and it's a fantastic leisure trip. But here, you're improving the quality of your life at the same time. So quality of your vision, quality of your life improves. You have a fantastic holiday. I think that makes for a great memory, irrespective of where you're doing that, really. So I think the whole concept of medical tourism is growing rapidly, and specifically, I think a region that the world needs to focus on, and us as South Africans, is the laser vision industry, because you can literally come down 2 to 3 days, be here, have your surgery, and you're gone. And you asked about, where can you stay? Once again, depending on budget, we've got a lot of guest houses and hotels and luxury retreats that we know very well, that are prepared to look after you from start to finish. They fetch you at the airport. They'll drop you off at the airport, to and from the practice. They'll basically, book your trip for you as well. They'll act as a travel agent if you want to then go further up into the Eastern Cape or further down into the Western Cape. So you've got a lot of options, and that gets taken off your hands basically, which makes the journey a lot more pleasant.
Definitely. And Dr. Joseph, are you seeing more and more international tourists as well, picking up now a bit after the initial lockdown 2 years ago?
Yeah. The pandemic certainly put a dampener on it. But one thing, the Southern Cape, the Western Cape is a massive tourist destination. So we're starting to see the volumes of Europeans and British travelers and Americans coming through here. And a lot of them have holiday homes as well. And they've been very keen to get back, and they spend 3 to 6 months during the summer here. So without a doubt, as you said earlier, this is the semigration capital for South Africans. But we're seeing a large influx of the European swallows, so to speak, who enjoy spending their time here. And they get their surgery done, and at really a fraction of the price that they would have that done in Europe, and to very similar, if not exactly the same standards across most of your surgical disciplines. So there's a lot to offer, and I think that future in South Africa and globally looks pretty bright in terms of the medical tourism industry.
Fantastic. Dr. Joseph, where do we find you and how do we get in touch with you?
Yeah, we're based in Knysna, Ian, so at the Advanced Health Clinic at 4 Barracuda Street. You can give us a shout on 044 150 0085, and Mariska can certainly answer all your questions that you may have about traveling, coming in, what are your options, some recommendations and how long the process is. So if you want more information as well, you can go to our website. It's www.drdylanjoseph.com. And we've also got a YouTube channel and our social media pages, including Instagram and Facebook, where you can find a lot of detail about our surgical procedures there.